How we doing, guys? Myself, Chris Predator, OBE here, and you're a quick one. Real talk, true season. We need to do better, and we can do better. Take a look at this video.
9 days ago, I came down with the flu here, with the winter flu. Okay, I've been on my own for 9 days. I'm in my home. I'm freezing cold. I'm distressed. I have nobody knocking at my front door. I have nobody checking in on me. I turned to charity, the local charity here, the food bank, for help, and my local council. Everything is a closed door. I don't care about Labour. I don't care about Conservative. I care about my own survival. I'm going to freeze to death in my own home.
Oh, God. What?
This is happening. This is just not me. I'm not a victim.
Well, you're not alone, Philip. You are not alone.
Out.
Okay, we're going to get on to Mid Devon District Council. Will you stay on the phone after I let you go? Give us your contact details, and I am going to personally get on the phone to Mid Devon District Council tomorrow morning and get them to do whatever they can to help you. Philip, you've been helping others. It's time now for people, the state, the people who are there to help you, to do their job and to give you the help that you need, okay?
I'm going to freeze to death in my home with my dog.
Pardon?
I'm going to freeze to death in my home.
Philip, we're not going to let that happen, okay? We're going to get onto your local council and we are going to do what we can to get you the help that you need.
Don't worry, I'll wait. We can do better, guys, and we need to do better. And this is more of a important message for us. This should be a realization for us. I want every single one of us over this Christmas to do an act of kindness, to do an act of deed of niceness, in the sense of you must know there's a next door neighbor that you haven't really been seeing too often. Or if not, knock on your next door neighbor's door and ask them if they need any help with their shopping, or if you can get some shopping for them. I know 9 times out of 10, like he said, a lot of people ain't going to feel like they're a victim. A lot of people ain't even going to speak up and say anything when they know that they're in need. And these are the kind of times when it's not just Philip. There's many of us right now that are going through this crunch right now. I don't care if you're rich. I don't care if you're working class. I don't care if you're on benefits. We're all feeling the crunch right now. And there's so many people like that are suffering by themselves. No one's knocking on their door. No one's checking in on them. And you mean to tell me, like he said, I don't care about Labour. I don't care about Conservative. What I care about is survival. And you mean to tell me he pays his taxes, national insurance, rent, council tax. He gets taxed from, in the sense of when he's working, he gets VAT when whatever he buys. You know what's there? If he's got insurance, he's got a car. You mean to tell me you guys have got all the money to be taxing us every single day, and you've got a man like this that's done his deed, probably worked his whole life for the system, worked his whole life for the government, and now all of a sudden they can't even support the ones that's been supporting them. How much councils, how much boroughs right now that you are suffering and your council's not helping? No one's chipping in. You hear Richie Sunak talking about, oh, don't worry, guys, we're going to give you a little bit extra money. Where's the money? Where's the money? Let's just keep it real. We've got in bed with Ukraine. Let's just keep it real. Let's just break down the maths and science. We've got in bed with Ukraine. Now, I'm not all sitting there saying that we shouldn't go to war or not go to war. I do believe no one deserves to die. So at first, yeah, I'm sitting there saying, you know what, come on, cool, like, come over. Let's do what we can. Putin, what you doing? Chill out, big man. But when we're looking at the maths and science, we can break down the NATO and all the rest of it. Like Great Britain shouldn't even putting the hand in the cookie jar in the first place. We're not part of Europe. You know what's there? We're just about a part of NATO, bruv. You get me? And them man wanted to go in, bruv, and take a look at piece of Russia, and Russia wasn't having it. That's all it was. So now we're getting into bed on some isms and schisms, on some personal big boy level, in the sense of actual worlds and actual countries actually fighting over certain things, and then now we've got to pay for the price for it. Now the oil price has gone up. Now British gas, and everyone's telling you like, rah, bruv, I got to triple it, you know? I got to double it. All because we're making decisions feeling like, oh, we're Great Britain. We're always ahead of the curve. Was we ahead of the curve when we was on lockdown? How much money did we spend then? How much money did we spend on tests? How much money did we spend on masks? How much money did we spend on the V? But you got people like this that are suffering and we ain't got no money to show nothing. You got people that's going on strike because they need more money. They need to up their pay. They don't want to up their pay. You're happy for us to go on gridlock the snow right now when you still don't know how to sort out snow. Don't worry, I'll wait. You got the Just Oil people sticking their hands to the floor, talking about the climax, the amount of bombs that you guys are letting off, the amount of fuels that you guys are pushing and the polluting the oil and all the rest of it into the seas, the amount of animals that we kill every single day. Don't worry, I'll wait. You mean to tell me that we haven't got to 2022, that we can't have solar panels? Don't worry, I'll wait. You mean to tell me that we haven't made technology yet where we should be having running cars that can just run straight on electric and we don't need to charge them ever again? Don't worry, I'll wait. But you want to talk about other things, meta universe, you want to talk about artificial babies, even ITV's promoting it. Take a look at this.
Babies could look like in the future. It's the world's first artificial womb facility, allowing you to choose your baby's hair color, intelligence, and even height from a menu, like a game. Ecto Life would be able to grow 30,000 babies.
So is like a computer game now. So the more money you have, the more accessibilities that you're going to be able to have these kind of tools and live a prosperous and live a nice life. What about the ones that are going to be the working class? What about the ones that's going to be actually running these kind of factories, actually running these kind of things? We're going to be the guinea pigs, and they're making us the guinea pigs right now. How you mean to tell me that we've got to a stage of 2022, we're making artificial babies, but at the same time, we still got homelessness? Help me make it make sense. We talk about all the time that we've got to 2022. Why are we still running around shooting and killing each other? Shouldn't it be a system that's been in place already when we can up the sentence or up the laws? There's so much CCTV camera around, but you guys see nothing. But if I drive my car through congestion, if I drive my car through a traffic lights, man get flagged up, letter gets sent to my door instantly, into my land. But you mean to tell me someone gets stabbed in the neck in Winter Wonderland, or someone gets stabbed in Westfields, or someone gets stabbed on the street and no one knows what's going on? You're asking us to help you. Oh, we need witnesses. Did anybody see anything? Where's the CCTV? You've got so many. Help me make it make sense. When does it make sense? So we run around and we can see that a living cost right now is gone through the roof. We can see that right now we've got hardship and the government still ain't stepped up. And all they keep crying about is, vote for Labour. We're going to do it better this one. Oh, vote for Conservative. Vote for Tories. Don't worry, guys. We've got it under control. How? Help me make it make sense. We've had 4 or 5 prime ministers in the space of 2-3 years. Help me make that make sense. Health secretaries are coming in and out. You know one's there, Home Secretary, we don't even know Wagwan. And how we even got a commissioner. Oh yeah, the commissioner's just jumped in. But then there's more being leaked out in the sense of about the government, about the police and about the metropolitan and the racism and sexual assaults and abuse and paedophilia and all. The list goes on. But we've got people like Philip. We're going to have people like Janet. People that are out there right now that are sacrificing themselves, going to work every single day. They could be nurses. There could be people that run the trains. There could be public servants. And they go out every single day to go and help others to only come home and no one's helping them. Help me make it make sense. What's you guys' thoughts? Comment below.
I've not had anything to eat since breakfast. I've got no money to get any food or get any drink. Really hit me now how bad things really are. I've got 20p to my name. That's it.
Toughest thing right now is probably me worrying about Mum, because she has all the pressure of the bills, the food, the drink, everything that's keeping us alive. So it's quite hard for me to see her in this state.
We don't have a TV, we don't have the internet, I don't drink or smoke, I don't go out, there is no heating. My fire is the only source of heat. I feel like we've gone back in time. It has taken its toll massively, to the point last week I actually wanted to end it all because I couldn't see a way out. Because I feel like I'm on a roller coaster that I just cannot get off, and there doesn't seem to be any way of getting out of it whatsoever. It's like a vicious circle. But I'm trying, for the girls' sake, because I know they'd be lost without me.
UK inflation has hit its highest level in almost 30 years. As soaring food costs and the energy crisis drive up prices.
Ofgem has announced the new price cap for an average fuel bill will rise £700.
It's February and a crisis is building. The government steps in.
All domestic electricity customers will receive an upfront discount on their bills worth £200.
It's not a handout, it's a loan, and every household will have to pay it back.
A buy now, pay later scheme that loads up costs for tomorrow. Give with one hand now and take it all back later.
Right, OK, what about council tax? How much do you think you're owing on that?
So they're aware that you haven't got any electric and they're still not willing to help.
The phones haven't stopped ringing here all morning. Calls from desperate families trying to pay their bills.
Been in this industry for 26 years and I've never seen it as bleak as this. And I've had clients sit in front of me and put a bottle of tablets and say, I'm going to take them, but the council sent me round to see you. What can you do to help me?
I feel like you're frustrated, or perhaps even getting a bit angry about what lies ahead for people.
I'm exceptionally angry because the help from the government just isn't enough. In fact, it's making the situation worse. He's put everybody into £200 debt. So come October, everybody has to pay £200 back to their utility suppliers over the next 5 years. It's just not acceptable at all.
This is my outgoing, my rent, council tax, my gas and electric, my TV licence, my water, 383. That's what's left in the month. But that's not including petrol and food or out.
Diane has worked all her adult life caring for the elderly. She lives on her own. 6 months earlier, she had a heart attack.
That's my morning pile and that's my evening.
She can't afford to be off sick anymore, so she's going back to work.
I've got a fear of not being able to pay my bills. So you get into bed and you're exhausted. I mean, your whole body's exhausted, but your brain just won't switch off. So you laid there all night thinking, please go to sleep, please go to sleep. I have no choice but to work till I'm 67, and I don't think I'll make it, I'll be honest. If my health gets... If the chances of me having another heart attack are pretty high. Is this all I've got to look forward to now? Worrying constantly about, God, how am I going to pay for stuff? Why can they not find money for the people of this country that need it? And I hate to say this, if there was a war tomorrow, they'd find money for it. They always do.
Breaking news this morning, it is war. President Putin has announced the start of a military operation.
Over the next few months, the invasion of Ukraine has huge implications for Britain's economy.
Today I'm announcing a further £175 million of UK aid for Ukraine.
Oil prices are soaring.
We're already doing a huge amount to help people with the immediate cost of living.
The Bank of England raised interest rates to 1% today.
You are making life tougher for families right now, aren't you?
Well, what would make it even tougher for families is if inflation kept on rising even more.
As energy prices skyrocket, the government rethinks its energy loan support scheme.
I've heard people's concerns over the impact of these repayments on future bills, so I've decided that those repayments will be cancelled. We have decided that the £200 of support for household energy bills will be doubled to £400 for everyone.
I'm currently struggling to feed the kids. I think I've got about 40p to my name. Did you shower last night?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can tell your hair's wet.
Danielle's a single mum working part-time at a shop in town. These are her daughters, Brooke and Bryony.
I've got £6.63 emergency remaining, and I owe £7.18.
The maths just not adding up there.
No. And then gas-wise, that's outside. And I hate it. I haven't even looked at it recently because I daren't.
You owe 70 quid.
Yep.
So you're in debt to the gas and you're in debt to the electricity.
Yep. And I haven't even got anything emergency-wise on the gas. I've got
So your
nothing.
gas is off at the moment?
Yep.
You've got no gas?
No gas. Because I can't afford to repay that right now.
Danielle has no choice but to self-disconnect from her gas. According to the Citizens Advice Bureau, a record number of households are doing the same this year.